Hi. I had coffee, decaf. I've been on decaf a lot, just experimenting with that. And now I'm drinking Dandy Blend. If you haven't had that, great alternative to coffee. Great taste, but also really good for you. Dandyline's really good for you. So there's something that has come into my awareness that I wanted to share. One of those moments when it's like, you're just like watching a show and then they say something and you're like, oh, that's so interesting. I never thought about this awareness that I'm having. And then you're like, is anyone else thinking like this? Or does anyone else have this moment? So here I am sharing the moment to see if you can relate. Or maybe I'm going to be the one to deliver you the moment and you're like, whoa, mind blown, like I was. So I was watching the show and they were talking about celebrities. So like something I haven't thought about is like, to me, it's just like a celebrity is a celebrity. Like you're on a movie or you're on a show on Netflix. Like to me, it just seems all the same. But this girl was a reality TV show. So she's just like talking. She's like, well, there's A-list, there's B-list, there's C-list, there's indie, there's this, like there's all these like categories for celebrities. And I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. Like I never thought about there's different like levels of, I don't know, stardom, of popularity. And okay, that's so interesting. And this person has like millions of followers on Instagram, been on multiple shows. Like I would think this person has like reached a level of like being seen in that public eye way that you would want from being famous. I would think, like in my judgment, I would think, oh, like she's exactly where she wants to be. Like she got here and, this is great. And she's like, but I really want to be this level. I don't want to be like in this group. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like she literally has reached like what some people would say is like a peak, or some people are like, you got the money coming in, you got the host you want, you got the partner you want, you got this like famousness, stardom that you were looking for. Like you did it. You did the things that you wanted to do and now you're living it. But instead of just like living it and being in it, enjoying it and being like, here we go, like I can just be in it. It's like, no. She's like, that's not enough. Now I want this. But then I bet if she got to the A-list celebrity, it still wouldn't be enough. Then she would have to have like, I don't know, the most money ever made in the world. Like it would be like another thing that she'd be reaching for like popularity or whatever significance or specialness that she's looking for and that she believes that she needs to get to. And I'm like, don't we all do this? Like we get to where we want to be and then we're there, but it's not it. Like we thought we'd feel a certain way and then we didn't feel that way. It was like, well, now I need to get to this level. Well, now that I got to this level, I could work towards this and then that would be better. And then I'd be even more this and more of that. And I'd have more of that. And you just think like you have to keep going. And not so much you have to keep going, but like you are looking for that feeling and you thought that feeling was there, but it's not. And then you think it's somewhere else. And it just like hit me so good, like in the heart and the head and everything, because it just shows that you could have like nothing and feel like that. You could be a kid, you could be a teenager, you could be, an adult at any age, you could live anywhere, whatever. We all have that feeling. And it really showed me how much this example of not being enough, not having enough worth, not feeling worthy enough, and the specialness that is put on these scenarios. And something that I'm learning from A Course in Miracles is that specialness, like we idolize someone, or it could be food, like food is I'm going to eat this and I'm going to feel a certain way. And that reminds me of like addiction, drugs, all these things that we look to get to a feeling, and maybe that feeling is there, but it's so short lasting that then we're like, oh, well, it got to be something else, and I need to do something else to get that feeling again. So it's like it never just comes from within. Like we don't even know how to be in that state of being. We don't even know how to just be happy, or to just be sad and not have to fix it right away. Like we could just be sad for a little bit, and then maybe the feeling will pass itself, and then we'll feel a little bit better, like without having to grab something to ease that addiction. Like it just really hit me, and it's something that I want to observe in my own life, knowing like how far I've come, and like appreciating it all, and even like the hard stuff. Like right now I could tell you something that's really like hard that I'm going through / my family's going through, and to me I'm like, well, when it's over, then it'll feel so much better. Like it'll just feel so much better. We won't have to worry about that. And I'm sure it is going to feel really good when I don't have to worry about this thing or feel this way about this thing. But will there just be something else? And like, will I appreciate how we all got through this time? And can I look around and just be where I am without thinking that I need to get to some other level or some other amount of worthiness or something? So just take a moment to do that with yourself, with your own life. Where are you noticing that you actually have gotten what you wanted? And is it enough? Was it enough? And now what are you looking forward to have more of, or to do more of? And what feeling do you think is going to be there? And is that a feeling that you could even have right now without it in some other way? So let me know what you discover, what this brings up for you, your reflection, and please share. I love sharing. I love hearing. I love the storytelling. I love these awarenesses. So please do share with me in the comments. And you can also reach me at my website at julianenowe.com, julianenowe.com. Thank you. And cheers. Celebrating being able to talk about our awarenesses.